There we go. All right. Let's get chat going. All right. We are up. That is going. I'm sweaty. It should be good. I should have sound. It looks like I do. While we wait on people to show up, we got Spritz. Started. Not Cutter. Woo. Excuse me, I just ran and now my lungs are upset. Okay, well, we're getting started. Hello. Manaluki, Spritz. I should probably make that a little bit larger so I can actually read it. There we go. Spritz, why Brop named Brop? Brop is something that was just a silly chat thing that happened. We were, what the hell were we doing? Instead, it was like a typo. Instead of drop, it was Brop, and then we made that into a joke. Not much to it. Oh. Crap on there. What's up, Simon? Kind of quiet. Let me bring it up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, so today is the as deep as I can dive. Bitwig 6 came out, or the beta came out. So what I aim to do today is I want to look over all of the feature changes that they got. And it sounds like my best bet to do that is to look at the patch notes since they don't actually have a manual out yet. Patch notes. Let's see. Testing note for Bitwig 6. Yeah, so I want to spend the evening walking through all of this crap to see what's here. And then what I also want to do too is I have the Bitwig Connect down here, and I have not been using any of its connectivity features with the DAW. So I kind of want to, if I have time today, kind of go over it. But we're going to explore together the deep new stuff in here. So first things first, I did play with this a little bit earlier in the week, and it is very cool, but we'll start with the easy stuff. So, okay, immediately, alias clips support sharing content across a single track. So, what that means is if I grab a clip, and I'm just going to grab an audio clip in this case, but we'll grab a drum loop. Ba-ba-ba. Drums. Where are the loops? There we go. So we throw something here. Also, got to point out love the new interface controls. The grid is much easier for my blind ass to see. I can fine tune how intense or how unintense that is. Aw, those don't have undo redo. That's fine. Whoops. So let's get this stretched. And then let's take a look. Oh, did they actually manage to get it to loop in? All right, let me make sure I don't have audio bleed. Yep, totally do. Hold, please. Properties. All right, is that better? That should do it. All right. Testing. Testing, testing. All right, if I'm right up on it, it works. So I just got to be good about face up to mic. Maybe bring it down a little so it's not as aggressive. Testing 1, 2. That should be good. All right. Anyway, so I like the visual updates that they've been working on. Let's see. So one of the things is that the audio editor in the editing clip zone, or the detail area, has changed and improved. I will play with that in a minute. But for now, firstly, we're going to just throw this here. I am going to make a little quickie chop. So if I do like an edit on a clip, right? Whatever. Cutting out a few things. Nothing crazy. How do I do the alias? Infinite editor. Oh, I guess this is the editor. Oh, auto fades. Oh, is that new? I'll have to look at these. Okay, so we've got this. I've made some changes, and I want to alias this. So something that other DAWs have had, and this was something that Reaper had that blew my fucking mind, and I was like, no way. How does everybody not have this? The truth is a lot of them did. I don't see it here. Can I do it from clip? Paste is alias. Okay, so it's Control Alt V, or probably, let's see, is there an Alt drag? Alt drag. Okay, Alt drag aliases. And then how do I break the alias? Just so I know. Make unique. Okay, cool. So what is an alias good for? Well, if I edit one clip, then it's preserved every time I use that alias across the timeline. It makes my life a hell of a lot easier taking chunks of song, because I can edit one and it'll edit all of them. And then if I want to break it out and make it unique, which that should have a hotkey if I'm being honest. Oh, you could probably consolidate too. But now both of these are separate instances and I can edit one while preserving the other. Very cool. All right, note audio and automation clips each reference a pattern on that track. Yes, clips that use the same pattern are alias clips marked with a paper clip. When any clip using a pattern is edited, the pattern changes everywhere it is used. Besides the clip's name and color, visualization of each pattern, and the number of clips using each one. Oh, so the inspector should show me. All right, I'll drag this. I see. So this is the these are the different patterns. Okay, so it's the original. Oh, so you can choose which alias is linked up. So I've got this, and they're all kind of okay. That's interesting. So all right, wait. So start with this. I'm gonna alt drag, so I've got one of these. Cool. Now I've got two. And so this shows that there are 3 versions that are using that particular clip, or I could change which pattern is being used. That's cool. So if I have different sets of alias clips, I can kind of pick and choose which one to use for that loop. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. All right. By the way, if I'm oh yeah, the mic preset should be saved on close, so we should be okay. I am looking. By the way, I don't see chat as often. I have a tablet down at my keyboard that I'll occasionally go and look at, only because I want to see the screen up here for more shit. All right, content colors, shared, other parameters. So start, length, looping can all be different. You can paste Control V to create a unique or Control Alt V for connecting them. Make a unique function, duplicates the pattern for the selected clip, making independent patterns. Oh, I see why they used a thumbprint. All right, that's clever for an icon. Hey, your pattern is a unique thumbprint now. All right. UX guy, you get a high five. That was clever. Merge duplicate patterns are great for opening previous versions of previous projects and immediately taking advantage of alias clips. Cool. So they'll detect duplicate patterns. If a clip is identical in multiple places, they're just going to let you flatten it across the system. That's cool. Okay. Next up, automation clips. And this one I definitely played with and also almost shat my pants. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but I liked it. So we'll go with a filter. And I need to default this not to be on. Okay. Yeah, I need to make a default version of this that's boring. So, what are the new automation controls? So here, I can create, open an editor. Nope. Consolidate. I can make automation clips and actually take use of the editor much more cleanly now. So I'm just going to do a nice cheapy gate kind of thing with the filter, just so we have example. My audio. Am I done? That might be a bug. Oh, that's not working. What's going on here? Heat's off. Audio should be going through here. Okay. So, wait. All right. Okay, I'm going to assume that is broken, not as intended, so we're just going to go to the old filter. That must be the connection broken with the grid. Okay, so back to this. So add an automation lane, and I can start doing my drawing up here, which always was absolutely miserable. Is there a way to like pop open editor from here? Yes, perfect. So I'm here, and we're looking at this clip, right? And same thing. I'm just trying to do a nice little cheapy gate. So I'm gonna put a point. All right. Devinsk. Hey, Davey. How's it going? Prince. Yeah, bird screaming. He's still awake. Can I copy these? Come on. Control C, Control V. Nope. All right, what if I consolidate? Oops. Oh, well, I can drag a section, so that's nice to do. Consolidate. So I can make, yeah, that's better. Again, we're still in beta, so there's going to be some bugs. I want to just make a quick little something. Then I'm going to consolidate it again because I don't want to mess this up. Now, our automation lanes have clips, and I can save these clips as individual pieces. Now, what I like about this a lot is, one, the editing in the editor here in a micro view is way easier than editing in the automation lanes up here. Always a pain in the ass. Yes, you could technically edit things by switching to the automation clip zone. It didn't work very well. Whatever updates they've done here, we already immediately have a tangible improvement over what it used to be. But the fact that I can have 2 clips my understanding also, and I am going to check this real quick, is you can grab insert from library. You can grab curves right from here. So they've integrated all of their drawn Bezier curves or whatever they're using for their maths. You can throw these in. Golly, that's powerful. And then I can probably do content scaling. Yep. And it's like, cool. Now I have these like little edit clips I can just drag and drop in. And I've just got a lot of control over how this goes. Oh, I really like that. Locknar, can I use Majesty for my game, please? Free game? Absolutely. Use it. Just credit me. Paid game? Just got to reach out to pay for licensing. That's it. If it's free, just credit me. If it's paid, shout. It's not going to be terribly expensive. It's just that's how it goes. Okay, so clip aliasing is super freaking cool. Let's see what's next. Automation clips. I'm probably missing stuff with automation clips, but we're going to read very quickly. Record, edit, and create automation in meaningful musical blocks. Use familiar clip workflows on automation, including scaling, stretching from functions, or mouse and drag. Yes. Clips will follow parent note audio clip boundaries while editing, but you can freely edit at any time to make them independent. Yes. Simply select an automation clip to adjust, spread, and randomize points together. Easily adjust note and clips. Let's see what's interesting. Anything. Preferences are now available for how a ranger automation is recorded in different dashboard. When note recording, create automation clips. The default creating matching clips. Track automation. Audio recording, create automation clips. Track automation. Writing automation, create automation. Track automation. Default. Oh, okay. This is actually interesting. So I have this. We're gonna pull open a phase plant here. Something. Still haven't been able to solve this, by the way. Yawbridge keeps yelling at me to check the logs that some old thing is not being run correctly. Check the logs and see which Yawbridge library and host are being loaded. Try rerunning Yawbridge sync, Yawbridge CTL sync source, and then it references the location, and then that's it. Problem with this, I don't know where the fucking logs are. And when I run Yabird sync, it's synced. So by all accounts, everything's synced up. And I checked my versioning, it all looks okay. So I don't really know what's broken. Okay, so we're gonna open something quick. The reason is I want to see if the automation lanes pick up on MPE controls. Remember all that effort we made to use this device down here? I want to see, first off, let's go check the preference. Recording. When note recording, create automation. I do prefer clips over track, for sure. Writing, automation, 8. Yeah, I think I'm all in on automation clips. I think that is superior for just consolidating and organizing crap. Because sometimes just the way that trimming worked in the arrangement view didn't feel great. So I'm gonna go all in on it, and then I can change that later. Now, does it record the automation, the per note automation? I don't think so. I think those are still bundled in the expression controls, but just in case, I just want to see what happens. All right, so no automation lane stuff happened. Can I see? So yeah, your MIDI channels, you only get to see because channel pressure. MPE is a per note control. So I don't think you're going to be able to get the channel control on these because it is literally per note, which sucks because then I can't blow out the, hey, I want to see all of my pitch expressions, all of my timbre and pressure. But if I check here, I should see pressure, yep, which is there. Can I edit it? Oh, is there averaging? Can I control? There's not a lot of point edit controls yet, as far as I know. So it's still the MSEG control editing. So you can't like average points or reduce points or would be nice, but not super essential. But yeah, you can see here I've got that's my pressure, timbre was this, and then pitch was probably at the end there. Oh, it didn't register? Did it not record pitch? Hang on a minute. Check. Faceplate should be enabled for. Oops. Oh, MPE is not. I did not set that. Okay, that's on me. So it recorded pressure. Oh no, did I pull up the. No, I don't need install updates. Can I just close it? Okay, good. I'm going to just record again. Actually, can I just record to the timeline? Why isn't that picking up pitch bend? E MIDI 1. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Because I'm not getting my MPE pitch bend recorded. I mean, it's playback. That may be a bug, so I'm not gonna bemoan them on that. Let me see if there's a actually intern. That's probably better than Exis mess. Perfect. Lin instrument MPE. Yeah, pitch isn't recording. Interesting. That may be a bug. I'm gonna write that down. I might put that to an email. Okay. Actually, let's double check. Because this also has MPE output. Good. MIDI instrument. Oh, I don't have the actual pitch part. Actually, let me just change the mod matrix aftertouch to pitch. I'll ask. Oh, it's not reading on that signal. Okay, that may be a bug. I'll have to look into that. So, MPE pitch is not registered. But that's only half true. I'm not sure why. Bug. Probably not recording. And, oh well. Okay. Back to what we were looking at. Yeah, so automation clips can be found alongside BW curve files. Ooh, I'd be interested to see if there's a way to create curve files outside of Bitwig. Not that that's terribly important, but looking in. All right, clicking plus in an empty automation clip slot. Oh, you know what? Since I'm already going to email them with this questions, expressions in timeline. That way I can kind of bully them into maybe adding that as like, hey, is there a way to add that as a channel? Automation editing. Automation mode is available in the arranger. This mode keeps current track layout of the arranger timeline and transforms their clips into an automation mode with A. Oh, okay. So it basically just puts you into all, if you have all of your stuff, it lets you mess with automation outside of, okay, so it's a new editing mode. Okay. That's look at my announcement. Any and all automation detail, that's where I'm going to primarily work. Alt drag will offset time range. Okay, that's just controls and what have you. Each point can have hold behaviors, stake value, and each. Interesting. Go on. All right, get rid of these. Get all these. How do I edit that point? Do I have to go into the edit mode? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So using the inspector, I can choose. Oh, that is rad. Okay, so you have really fine control over this. I like this. So first off, why would I care about hold? So on off, I have many times have had to draw a point and then draw another point and then draw another point to create a gate. And that gate is to turn an effect on and off. Now, if I just create the 1 point, right? So, in fact, my benefit that. Look at that. Ta-da! Yeah, you make your on-off toggles much easier, and that they've defaulted that. Okay, maybe it did work like that before, and I just didn't realize it. But Ableton used to do this. This was a nice for 0 and 1 values. So I like that. Okay, that's cool. Noted. Each point. Okay, these are new features. Okay, new features available. Each point can have randomized spread, setting a range where the point will land on each pass. Never going to use that. Cool for randomization, not for me. Each point's curvature is now shown in the inspector, allows for precise values. Perfect. Polyphonic. Oh, wait. Polyphonic event expressions and automations both have these new features. Speaking of which, polyphonic. Where's the other place it's mentioned? As long as one key is being held. Oh, they're okay. I know what feature they're talking about. So no, you don't. The polyphonic expressions is not part of the automation lanes. I will see if I can kind of petition to add it. Let's. But yeah. Curvature. When multiple points are selected, it allows for group editing, which is great. The histogram. Mean, scale, and chaos. Where's the histogram? Let me go to the editor. Or is that only for like? I don't see. Is there another graph that I'm missing? Ooh, that's nice. Huh. Well, I'm not sure where the histogram is. Okay. Oh, there's a histogram somewhere. Here. Let me search for it. Yeah, it's the only mention of it, but it doesn't say where that pops up. All right, whatever. Key signature support. So this one I played with. I will say this. So key sig support is pretty simple. Top, you get to choose your root, you get to choose your mode, and then there's a handful of modes that are really easy to work with. The thing is, I would say this is a good start, but I gotta give it to the X key. This interface is doing far more for me in a key and chord setting than this is doing. The nice thing I do like about this is if I need the quick visual, it's going to help me when I'm, working in something in the grid, or in the DAW rather. So it's like if I go D minor and I want to see the notes. They actually allow you to just like kind of click to, it'll drop it in automatically in key. But it's also, I thought, see the grid. I did like that. Color notes by pitch class, which I do like. Don't need to snap the key. I do want to see the key. It let me see the key before. I don't need to snap. I can see the audio in the background, which is nice. I could have sworn there was an option to just see those grid lines to show you the key in-key options. No background. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, that. So it lights up all of the keys that are in key. Yeah, so anything that's blue is in key. So I can just randomly pick. I wonder, do they have a... Yep, they do have a quantized key. Interesting. You can kind of you can flatten stuff down if it's not fitting in key. There are controls for that, though. Quantized. Yeah, it just next nearest pair. Okay. All right, we're just gonna play some crap and record it. All right. So none of that was in key. What happens if I smash it down? How well does it? Quantize to key. So I'm just like being lazy. Technically correct. Not sounding great, but it's going in one direction or the other, probably trying to split up notes where it can. I forget something every day. Me too, buddy. Me too. All right, but yeah, so the key controls are nice. I think this device is just better at giving me the two things that I want. Because I have, if I still also preserve these chord structures, and then I can slip out of those out of that key while still maintaining structure. When you don't sour the note. But yeah, okay, cool. Key signature support, a welcome addition. I probably won't use it that much, but it will be nice for editing when I just need to turn my brain off, be in key, and just drag and drop crap in place. Dang, I wish I could see the lines, though, instead of the highlighted key. Unless, can I change the intensity of that color? No. Boo. piano pad. All right, I'll put that in as a just. Actually, and what they should do is if you have the they're using this color. What are they calling it? Pitch class. Let me see what their description. Pitch class. New pitch class grid module, manually controlled constant module offering the 12 pitches and using the same MIDI octave and optional octave wrapping options. Oh, that's just in the grid. I would like to know what the colors mean in pitch class and what their relation is to one another. Because they clearly picked things. Does that change when I change? No, they just picked colors for the notes. So I don't know what they actually mean. I'd be curious to see if they're like, oh, on the color wheel it does this, or did they just pick something that kind of looks. What are the 12 notes? So why is this grayed out? Am I dumb? What are they doing with pitch class? I mean, if I were to guess, the greens and blues are more similar. It's got to be circle of fifths, right? The next color is the next on the circle of fifths. Check. C to G. C. C to G. Major. Nope. That's green. Oh, that's G sharp. Sorry. All right, yeah. So those colors are close to being. This is supposed to be. I just. I think I'm just super dumb. Anyway. If I look here, this color is similar to this, and G probably goes to D. Is the next one up. Goes to A. All right, I think I see how it goes. They're picking some color wheel stuff that's adjacent to one. All right, see you later, Simon. Good hanging. Get some sleep. All right, back to. Yeah, you can snap to key, clicking the sharp flat icon, pencil and spray cans, only previewing notes. Sing. Arrow up and down keys will nudge by scale degrees instead of half steps. That's fine. Key filter. Yeah, so there's a new device that lets you filter for keys. I actually might. Look. Here. Filter plus. Go to. Yeah, so it flattens the. What do these do? Grain? Okay, that locks them out. Play all the notes. No. Preserves out notes as play. Filter only plays. Okay, so you can force yourself into key using this. That's kind of. Cool. All right. Interesting device. Oh, and you can just force it to global key signature. So that's kind of a nice to do. You can quantize the key, kind of force things to be in a key for yourself, and that could be interesting. All right. So useful little tool. Can't bemoan that. Nice add. 6-note devices have an option to use global key, which yeah, that makes sense now that they have one snap to class. Still wish they had like a list of the pitches and what the colors mean, but I kind of get what they're going for. I think it's probably color wheel. Editing improvements. The full screen edit window, Shift tab, offers the same tab. Okay, perfect. So you get to the full screen for an edit. That's kind of nice. Pop out? Is there a pop out for that? I don't know. That's kind of like a full screen thing for that. That's kind of not the most essential, but all right. So that's okay. The dedicated automation editor panel has. Yeah, that didn't work too good. So the new automation panel is better. Okay. Putting clip or track based editing into either panel, you can press F to following editor and cycle through. Pointer tool, general editing, time selection tool for navigation, pencil tool for spray can for inserting, multi knife tool for cutting, eraser, yeah, audition lets you listen to play, step input, which did try. Step input is kind of neat. So when you're recording something, you go into step mode. It will actually let you just step through and audition notes with like whatever you're playing, and when you let go, it saves it. And you can do chord. So it's a nice, like, slow way of coming up with something. I don't know how often I'll use that. I probably need a hotkey for it, but it exists. I'll take it exists. Let's see. Bottom right has a control panel icon. When click editor setting menu appears. Timeline snapping options, beat grid settings. Yep, dark lines. I like those. Density is good. Ranger timeline panel. Whatever. Editor panel. Always shows a top level switch for editing context. Clip editing shows the clip. Drum hybrid editor revamp has received improvements. Lanes can automatically resize to fit everything on screen when possible. Small lanes can be zoomed when desired. Possible to see notes and audio side by side in this editor with a combination of for individual notes and audio. Working in track context. So, huh. Okay, well, let's see. That's specific to the drum machine, or is that just the piano editor in general? Wait. Oh, I see. This kind of flattens it out a little bit. Oh, look at that. And you have your expression controls right at the bottom. Okay. I don't know if this is necessarily the same thing that they're talking about, but the drum hybrid editor has lanes now automatically resized to fit everything in screen. You can also zoom in. It's possible to see notes and audio side by side if you so choose. Multi-selection cases. There are several new tools. There's actually a benefit to having samples in here, because if I just grab one shot, if I grab a one shot, how do I view that? Can I view? It's sworn. Could have like a. That's that audio. I have to do something. I think so. Oh, in the convert to hybrid track. So the hybrid editor, I think that's what they're talking about. Okay. Still can't see it, but whatever. When working in track context, selecting a note or audio clip on a hybrid track will default to from hybrid editor. Okay. That's for when you're layered up on something. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. No editing. I'm going to assume the waveform editor allows focusing on audio events and fades. The comping editor icon is bright. Expression overlay mode allows editing expression on top of events. Well, let's take a look. So editing this. Stop. If I'm here, so moving my onsets around is nice. That's pretty quick. It's actually way now. So just kind of quantize it up. Oh, you can stop automation now. That's rad. I like that. Yeah, paint can. There we go. All right, I'm going to delete the filters. All right, some glitch visual issues with breaking. Okay. Oh, I like that. You can kind of audition parts of a clip. That's cool. Don't need a... If I select this, can I drag that down? Yes. No. Okay, so that's kind of a clunky way to do it, and I don't want to break up my audio event a ton. So for the pitch editing like I would do that again at my gates. Kind of slice editor for the grid, but anyway, not important, neither here nor there, just more playing around with what I still prefer this editor. Things are easier to read, they are cleaner. Yeah, and the snapping's nice. Ooh. Snap 0 there. Right, bring it all together for all editing cases. There's probably more stuff. Don't care. Sprite can tool. Kind of what I was looking at. Step input. Oh, the detail editor is up. He is played. Yeah, we already explored that. Audition tool is nice. Clip launcher. Status displays. Yes, that's a big improvement. Time scroll bars now display a visual overview of the timeline's content. Transport, yeah. So that's some visual cues that'll be easier to read. Browser panel offers visual preview like a curve and wavetable files. Yay. Side split. Oh, here we go. Device help notes have been added for many convert upgrade options. Mid-side split container offers convert to stereo split option. Stereo split container. Key filter plus. Oh. Oh, these are just old. These are old containers. I got you. These are old. Yes. Okay, and you can convert each of the grids to something different. Or polymer. I see what they're saying. They've added context clues. All right. Oh, hello. Backup. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, it's all mostly timeline and arrangement stuff. I think it's huge additions for the software. It's not like the most sexy thing in the world. Like it's not some crazy spectral tools or anything, but hey man, these are a lot of features that I wanted to see for a while. The editor in particular, I was wrestling with automation controls up here, and I almost never did them because of the way that the editor behaved. Okay, so now to round out tonight's thrilling evening, I'm going to look up the Bitwig Connect manual. And the reason I want to look at this is I want to learn all of the shortcut features because I've spent a lot of money and I want to use it to the best of their ability. All right, user guide. Yeah. All right. Now y'all are stuck with me on this one. All right. By the way, it helps greatly that I've released music in the recent past, because then I feel okay doing nights like this where it's not necessarily the most productive thing in the world. Oh, right, my browser overlay isn't working because Titan has not updated his stuff. That'll be another problem. I am wrestling with the thought of upgrading to, not upgrading, but checking out NixOS. It's another distribution for Linux that's got a bit more hiccups and headaches, but it comes with some stability if I do it right. TLDR, the operating system is really just a package manager that, using a script, will take a config file and build your whole system from the config file. And it's replicatable. So if you have that config file, you back it up somewhere and your shit blows up, you can just grab that config file and rebuild it. That means that if shit's broken, it stays broken forever until you fix it. But then if you have a state of the machine that's working, I don't know, like OBS with the browser plugins working and mini meters with its stuff working, might want to keep that kind of persistent state. Arch has been great, but Arch it's a rolling release, and there's so much shit flying at you all the time when you update the system that there are times where it's like things not getting fixed. You're kind of screwed. But yeah, so I'm gonna look at that probably in the next couple weeks. It's not an immediate thing. I don't really want to fight with learning a new OS and building something up that I don't know. But I also don't want shit to just be kind of consistently broken and not know fixing it. Never thought I'd hear someone call software sexy. Hey man, when you stare at this all the time, you better believe that you get a taste for pixels. No, it's one of those things where you just want to I want to be as efficient as I can while I'm writing, so that I don't lose momentum while I'm writing. Because as soon as I'm sitting and fighting with something, it makes working on music really hard for me, and it kills my motivation to be like in a session. If I'm like pounding my head against the wall because the mix is bad, that's already bad enough. If I'm pounding my head against the wall because I have no good ideas, that's pretty bad already too. I don't want to be pounding my head against the wall because I'm clicking on something and it's not doing what I want it to do. Or I'm having to do a very repetitive task over and over again. That's why that clip aliasing, huge. I do things all the time that are repeatable and repeated throughout a track. I want to be able to edit one single piece of the track versus duplicating and copying shit over and over and over again. So it's workflow efficiency stuff is pretty cool for me. All right, Connect. Let's learn what you actually do. And let me see, since we're already here, we're gonna go for camera, synth cam, up here. Let's see if I can get. Being busy right now. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Nope. All right. Well, I tried that. It will be in the top corner. We will just assume. And where's my camera? I'm gonna just edit desktop so we can see both. I duplicate this. Synthcam 2. And it broke. Boo. Okay. Put you here. We don't have any of the That'll be good enough. And then my happy face will just take up over here. Perfect. All right. So, without further ado, Bitwig Connect is plugged in. Okay, we're going to skip through some of that. Safety information. Don't dunk it in water. Inputs, outputs, monitor selection, transport section, dial ring, yada, yada, modes. Okay. Input 1 and 2, got that. That's how I always fix my microphone when shit's shitty. Input 2 and main, that's how you adjust those phones. Scroll. Scroll's a play at position or horizontal zoom. So, got on scroll. Cool. Or is horizontal zoom. How do you adjust that? Oh. You double tap. Yep. Okay, and you gotta hold it. Oh, that's cool. It lights up. Okay. A little fiddly, but not the end of the world. All right, so scroll, zoom. Neat. And then I know that the Bitwig button is just the Bitwig controls. Bitwig activates Bitwig mode, which allows the dial to act as a special MIDI controller. Mono sets the output to mono, which is a nice to have. Alt routes the main output signal to a different hardware output. Oh, that could be useful. And then dim is just a quick dim, so when I need like mute but not mute, I can do that. Input one status transport section. That's actually wait. Record, stop, play. When the Bitwig button is held down, these have their alt. Okay, so if I want to turn on metronome quick, I got that. Cool. EW and trans. So that's like your alt button for. That's cool. I already know all the connectivity. There's a ton of it. I don't even really care. Oh, interesting. Balanced, not in unbalanced. 1 through 6 is balanced. 7, 8, then 9 through 12 are unbalanced. 7 and 8. Okay, interesting. 9 through 12 are DC coupled, which is perfect because that's how you do VC controls out. Cool. All right, USB Type C, and it supports 500 milliamps. Blah 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 blah. Software. We connected. Oh, interesting. In Ubuntu. All system sounds and audio output from all applications that don't use a dedicated driver will be played back from your 412. If you use a Pro Audio. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Microphones, instruments, line level sources. And loopback inputs. There's additional audio input pair available. Oh. Oh no. Cat is talking. Need to read. Oh, you guys are arguing over who's the most important person in chat. When you're all my favorite, Right, guys. Yeah. Okay. So loopback. There's additional audio input pair available called loopback LR.